Welcome to Idea TV News at 9. I am Mary Ojumajo. We begin with the headlines. Women Affairs Minister seeks partnership on Greenland energy and employment. South Africa allocates 700 million rands to digital and communication sector. KENYAN man charged over alleged recruitment of fighters for Russia. And away from Africa, Denmark sets March 24th election as PM6 Greenland boost. In business, European Union approves $100 million and €22 million for Project Bridge. And now in health, Zambia rejects $1 billion United States health deal over national interest. And still in health, the federal government launches free cancer screening for 1,000 in EBONYI. And finally in sport, Ronaldo acquires 25% stake in ALMERIA. And now the news in full. Nigerian Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, Hajia Suleiman Ibrahim, has called for strategic collaboration with the oil and gas free zones authorities to advance women's economic empowerment, clean cooking initiative, and an inclusive energy transition. She made the appeal in Abuja while receiving the authority's management director, Babangida Usman Jida, on a courtesy visit, describing the engagement as timely as the ministry roll out programs aligned with the administration's clean energy drive. The minister praised the authority's special economic zone model, saying it has attracted more than $50 million United States dollars in investment and accelerated industry growth. She stressed that beyond capital inflow, the real impact lies in technology transfer, job creation, and human capital development. Under the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, she said her mandate includes putting resources directly in the hands of women, arguing that empowering women would address the majority of social challenges, including insecurity from the family level upward. She highlighted efforts to promote inclusive projects where women make up a significant share of the workforce, and said investors are required to submit corporate social responsibilities plans that prioritize women and youth development. Now, the government of South Africa has allocated 700 million rands to the Department of Communication and Digital Technology in its 2026 national budget. The funding announced during the budget speech by Finance Minister Enoch form part of the special appropriation bill tabled alongside the main budget. Officials said the investment reflects the administration's commitment to strengthening digital infrastructure and connectivity as key drivers of economic growth. Their allocation will support the development of a regional technology hub, expansion of data centers, investment, and reforms to modernize the national payment system. The National Treasury is working with the South Africa Reserve Bank to enhance digital finance innovation, including support for open digital payment initiative. The budget also prioritized skill development reforms aimed at equipping citizens with technical and arsenal competence required in a digital economy. The communication funding sits within a broader fiscal framework that includes increased allocations to security and administrative sectors. Government officials says the overall strategy is designed to position South Africa as a competitive technology hub, strengthening connectivity and modernize financial system to support long-term technology-driven economic development. Authorities in Kenya have arrested and charged the man accused of trafficking at least 25 Kenyans to fight for Russians in its war against Ukraine. The suspect, Festus, was apprehended in the northern town of Moyil near the Ethiopian border and later rearraigned before an anti-terror court in Nairobi. Police say he had recently returned from Russia and was attempting to flee. The arrest followed revelations by the Kenyan government that more than 1,000 Kenyans were recruited to join Russian force, with dozens reportedly still on the front lines, hospitalized, missing in action, or confirmed dead. Investigation alleged recruits were lured with promises of skilled jobs in Russia, only to be deployed to military camps after their passports were confiscated. An intelligence report presented to Parliament claimed some officials and rough recruitment agents colluded with the scheme. Russia's embassy in Nairobi has denied issuing visas to individuals intending to fight in Ukraine, stating that foreign nationals were only enlisted voluntarily. Kenya's Foreign Affairs Minister says diplomatic efforts are on the way to secure the return of affected citizens. Officials describe the arrest as a significant step in combing the recruitment of Kenyans into the conflict. We'll go on a quick break now. The news continues when we get back.
Industry Cloud Platforms. Industry cloud platforms offer tailored solutions for specific industries such as healthcare, finance, and manufacturing. These platforms provide specialized tools to meet regulatory compliance requirements while boosting operational efficiency. For example, healthcare cloud platforms streamline patient data management and support care coordination. However, the challenge lies in ensuring data security and interoperability between platforms. The market for industry cloud platforms is expected to reach $83 billion by 2025.
Welcome back. If you are just joining, this is Idea TV News at 9 now, the rest of the news. And away from Africa, Denmark will hold parliamentary elections on March 23rd. Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen announced, aiming to capitalize on increased support following her firm stance against U.S. interest in Greenland. Frederiksen's handling of the Arctic island dispute, alongside her previous leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic and support for Ukraine, has lifted her approval rating aimed public dissatisfaction over rising living costs and welfare pressure. Frederiksen leads an unusual cross-partisan coalition, including her Social Democrat, the Central Right Liberal Party, and the Moderate. Opinion polls suggest the coalition may lose its majority as parties reposition along traditional left-right lines. Analysts note that while her Greenland diplomacy has boosted her image internationally, voter concern at home, including food prices, welfare, inequality, and immigration, will be central to the election outcome. The election would test whether voters reward Frederiksen for her international leadership and defense of Danish sovereignty or punish her government for perceived domestic intentions. Her party has emphasized strict immigration policies and plans to continue discussion on defense spending, while opposition parties propose measures such as restating the Great Player Day holiday to appeal to traditional voters. And now in business, Nigerian Project Bridge has secured $100 million United States dollars in investment from the board of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development and a €22 million grant under the European Union Digital Economic Package. Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosan Tijani, confirmed the approval following an investment tour across Europe. The funding adds to the previously approved $500 million financing from the World Bank Group for the project. The broader European Union package totals €45 million, with additional allocation for digital public services and support for the 3 million technical talent program. According to the minister, the financing will support the deployment of 90,000 kilometers of fiber optic infrastructure nationwide to improve connectivity. He described the approval as a major step towards strengthening Nigeria's digital economy and expanding access to reliable internet service across the country. And now in health, the government of Zambia has rejected a proposed health funding agreement worth more than $1 million United States dollars from the United States, saying the terms do not align with national interest. The 5-year deal was designed to support programs targeting human inefficiency, virus, malaria, maternal and child health and diseases outbreak preparedness, with Zambia expected to provide about $340 million in counterpart funding. The agreement, initially scheduled for signing in November, was delayed after the device draft introduced provisions that the Zambia government described as problematic. According to officials, the contentions sections required further revision through details were not disclosed. Sources say the counterpart might be linked to collaboration in Zambia's mining sector, a key industry in Africa's second largest copper producer. However, Zambia's health ministry insists that the agreement is focused solely on health and has no connection to minerals or natural resources. Health advocates have also raised concern about a proposed 10-year data sharing arrangement, warning it could lack transparency and not benefit the United States. Development comes as President Donald Trump's administration reshaped its global health funding strategy, emphasizing alignment with the United States' national interest. Zambia maintains it remains open to engagement, but only on the terms that are mutually agreed and clearly safeguard its sovereignty. Still in health, the federal government has commenced free cancer screening for the first 1,000 individuals at the Alias Ekweme Federal University Teaching Hospital in Abakaliki, EBONYI State. The initiative was flagged off by the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Pet, represented by the Minister's Permanent Secretary, Daju. The national exercise marks the 2026 World Cancer Day and aims to tackle a disease responsible for nearly 10,000 deaths annually in Nigeria. The minister said patients diagnosed during the screening would receive treatment, emphasizing that early detection saves lives, reduces financial strain on family, and improves productivity. He added that the program also signals the start of capacity building for healthcare workers in treatment protocols, safety and pain management as part of broader effort to strengthen healthcare delivery under the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The chief medical doctor for the hospital, Professor Robinson Onu, said the initiative focuses on early detection of the most common cancers, including breast cancer, carnival and prostate cancers, alongside prevention through awareness, vaccination and screening. Ebonyi State Government, Francis Mwafuru, represented by his deputy, Patricia, welcomed the intervention and pledged continuous support for health programs across the state. And finally, in sports, Portuguese forward Cristiano Ronaldo has become co-owner of Spanish second division side UD Almeria after acquiring a 25% stake in the club. The 41-year-old, who currently plays for ALMERIA, made the investment through his company, CR7 Sport Investment. Financial details of the transaction were not disclosed. Almeria is owned by a Saudi Arabian, led by Mohammed, who SMC Group acquired the club last year. Ronaldo said the move fulfills a long-held ambition to contribute to football beyond its playing career, describing Almeria as a club with strong foundation and clear growth potentials. The club president welcomed the partnership, citing Ronaldo's experience in Spanish football as his understanding of the league's structure. Ronaldo enjoyed a highly successful 9-year spell at Real Madrid, winning 2 La Liga titles and 4 UEFA Championship League trophies before joining Juventus in 2018. He has played in the Saudi Pro League since 2022 and remained one of the highest paid athletes in global sport. And that's all we have for you on Nigeria TV News at 9. But before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. Women's Affairs Minister seeks partnership on green energy and empowerment. South Africa allocates 700 million rates to digital and communication sector. KENYAN man charged over alleged recruitment of fighters for Russia. And away from Africa, Denmark sets March 24th election as PM6 Greenland's boost. In business, European Union approved $100 million and 22 million euro for Project Bridge. In health, Zambia rejects $1 billion United States health deal over national interest. And still in health, federal government launches free cancer screening for 1,000 in EBONYI. In sports, Ronaldo acquires 25% stake in ALMERIA. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms at Idea Television. I am Mary Ojumajo. Thank you for watching.